Hello, everyone. This is Jose Wilson, and I am uh, video blogging for the first time or vlogging. Um, I just want to share some reflections with you guys about something that happened tonight. I had a very interesting conversation today with um, the people from the Center for Teaching Quality as well as the Department of Education. We had some representatives there. It was really good. It was a really good conversation about teacher effectiveness and what are some issues surrounding it, and how do we define teacher effectiveness. One thing I wanted to share with you guys, though, was that we had a surprise guest today, none other than Secretary Arne Duncan. I was kind of excited to see him, only because I had written so much about him. And most of you know, if you've read my blog, that I have some very candid and open conversations about his educational policies. Now, as a disclaimer to people who don't know me, I do tend to write about things that are very controversial, but at the same time, I also try to be very respectful about people, because again, you're dissing their policies, not so much them personally. Though that's a whole nother conversation. It's all about being um, disagree without being disagreeable. I guess that's the policy there. I'll say the following. I was very impressed with the fact that he did mention Black and Latino males as educators. He brought up some really good statistics and discussed how we need to have more diversity in the classroom, especially as it concerns our neediest environments, our neediest communities. Unfortunately, we don't have enough Black and Latino males or anybody who accurately reflects those environments. To that end, I was very happy about that. I was also very happy about how he discussed teacher effectiveness and how he wanted to find a way to make it multidimensional, or at least that's what he's saying anyway. Now, where I disagree is that um, he didn't say the word poverty once in the hour that we spoke. He didn't mention poverty at all, actually, and I was very disappointed about that. Because as everybody's known for quite some time now, poverty is the number one factor for whether or not students achieve in this country. And until people mention it, then it just gets thrown out there somewhere. It's in the back of the minds of a lot of people. I have to concede to that. But if it's in the back of your mind and it's the number one reason why we have these issues, then why not bring it up to the Secretary of Education, who right now is spending, $1 billion or so dollars for the race at the top, as well as Title I and all the other programs that get heavily funded. Why not use them effectively and address those issues? I mean, when kids come into my classroom, they're not necessarily thinking about factoring my quadratic expressions. They're more thinking about, how hungry they are because they didn't get to go to the grocery store, or how their mother needs to come in really late at night because she works a job from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. and not the standard 9 to 5. Um, and how their fathers are missing from their lives. And if they are there, then they're working 3 or 4 jobs just to keep food on the table. Um, and we have such high unemployment rates, particularly in our neighborhoods, that it's almost jarring to hear that no one's actually going to discuss poverty and how it affects our children, and not even bring it up once amongst educators and amongst educational leaders. Um, I was so disconcerted about it, but then again, I'm kind of used to that at this point. I think as we start advancing the educational profession, we need to also start thinking about how we, on the front lines of education, have to also bring up those topics of socioeconomic inequality, and how we continue to perpetuate it if we try to use other words besides poverty, besides hardship, besides what's really going on in our communities. And we can't just throw, the word out there either. We actually have to speak about it. We have to speak about it in the best of terms possible. Um, as far as like being active behind people who are trying to address it. But again, people who have to address it also includes us, because at some point whatever the students do is going to be directly affecting whether or not someone classifies as a good or bad teacher. So to that end, um, I was not very happy with that outcome with regards to our discussion with Arne Duncan, and I wish I had brought it up at that point, but I thought I saw fit not to say anything at that point, but I'm saying it now, and I want to hear what you guys think. Thanks.